All right, we got one on Mount Olympus today. Welcome back to another Age of Mythology 1v1. Today we have on the left side of the map, we have Blistered Butthole playing as Set. We'll see if he goes and takes some animals and does any kind of raiding or anything like that. He does start off with a baboon to help scout a little bit. And on the other side of the map, we have a red player known as Gaucho. Starting off with a lure, playing as Poseidon to gather the hunt. That's a very good way to use it. And he started gathering resources and scouting the map. All right, perfect. Let's see what kind of relics we can find on the map today. Oh, this is a big map. Mount Olympus, huh? It's got a temple in the middle. Blue's securing his side by walling off in the middle over here. Maybe he wants to prevent the enemy from scouting. Oh, he's building lumber camps. I think walls are cheaper, faster to build. Oh, but they cost resources. This guy wants to build a wall without using resources. I can see that. Anyways, taking a look at the relics on the left side, closer to blue, we have human soldiers do more damage to buildings. A 0.2 multiplier. It's 20%. That's not bad. On the south side, closer to blue, we also have temple improvements are cheaper by 25%. That's not a bad relic. That's a great money saver right there. Great economy relic. On the south side, a little bit closer to blue, we have a pair of lions will appear at your temple and respawn if killed. I've seen the lions being used pretty well. I don't really like those relics. They just, I don't know. I guess it's better than the pigs, right? Over here, closer to red, we have villagers increase movement speed by 10%. That's a pretty good relic. Gives you a slight resource boost, and it helps your villagers get away quicker if they get raided. It's not a bad relic. Over here, also closer to red, we have increased tower attack against myth units. That can be really helpful if your enemy decides to raid with myth units early on. A bonus multiplier to the towers, useful. And the last relic closer to red is siege weapons are cheaper by 20%. Another great relic. That's great for saving money in the late game when you're building siege. Blue's still using his lumber camp wall. Oh, these are houses. He's going to have a house wall up here. An interesting way to protect your assets. He starts building a temple. With a couple villagers. It might be more useful to put one of those on food. That way you have the food to age up. But by the time the temple comes up, but that's okay. Yeah, 5 on food isn't really enough. But these are gold gatherers, so they're going to gather gold. We can build a granary right next to the chickens. Red ages up and has a centaur on the way. Meanwhile, blue is taking the caribou, or the elks, as units. The centaur takes out the baboon. Scout comes in a little bit close to the town center, takes a little bit of damage. But he's just scouting, looking for some weak points. Red's coming in with some hero units and a centaur. Maybe he can kill a villager or two. Blue sees it. He loses a villager. Now red has to back up. I mean, that's good. He's gonna take out the building villager. There it goes before she finishes the houses. That's gotta be annoying for blue. They're coming around. These villagers are coming up to build a monument. Uh-oh. Atlanta coming in. Shouldn't take any TC damage. Instead, it's going to keep fighting the granary. It costs 0 resources to build, but, you know, it's annoying for blue, I guess. Blue with very little retaliation. House goes down. Animal units aren't going to do very much. What he wants to do is get blue off gold. That's the main goal here. Centaur provides great area denial. The animals go down without doing anything. He was also attacking with snakes while this is happening. And is a new bite. This will push red off of gold. And wood. Very sneaky by blue to do this. Red's now at Hippias, and he built a second town center next to blue's base. Fighting a more forward position for him. He is losing his villagers to Anubites over here. The Anubites found the villagers. And are doing scores of damage. Meanwhile, red's a little distracted. Red calls a ceasefire. Allowing his units to build up. These snakes are going to keep him off of gold for a little bit unless he builds a military to stop them. Ceasefire's about to end. The Nubites go back onto the villagers. Red did not see this during the ceasefire. Oh yeah, he did. He came in with hero units, killing the Nubites really easily. We managed to take over all of Red's forward hunt on the side here. Blue's in fact taking Red's gold very slowly. They built mining camps to make it hard for Red to take it. But Red's pushed over to the south side of the map. This doesn't bother him at all. He's taking the gold more towards the center. We have a bear coming in. Just scouting, coming in on the villagers. Man, animals just don't do a lot of damage. They do nothing. You're better to bring back to your base for food. Red upgraded the guard tower. Is going to finally take out the serpents. Red coming in with his military, manages to take out the granary finally. But Blue's got upgraded towers. It's going to be hard to come in for a raid. Blue managed to take a second town center on the left side of the map. The Nubai comes in and sneaks a kill. Red now sees the town center here, slowly losing units to it. Nope. Now the units are... This wasn't far enough away. Now the units are coming in. Atlanta going in on a priest. Maybe we'll take it out. See if Hippias will help. Nope, the priest lives. Red realizes his mistake. Moving further north, he might be able to take out this pharaoh. Red fortifying the town center that he took over and taking the gold mine. Preventing Blue from getting it. Nice position. Hippias and Theseus, I think. Is that Theseus? It is Theseus. Taking some damage from the spear units. That cavalry is going to go down quickly to the spears. Oxidate is going to go down quickly without a front line. He loses 2 of his Toxitates. Spearman going in for the raid. Manages to take out an idle town, or an idle villager. Blue completely taken over the left side of the map by building buildings in each area so you can watch it, or to take later. Even built 2 armories to block this side off. Amazing. Blue's a base builder type of player. He uses his structures to guard key points. But Red's doing some of the same. Red spots a little expansion out here to the side. We're gonna lose some villagers over here. Taking out the granary. Spearmen come in for a raid, but they're going to get taken down quite quickly. Red and Blue managing locations all over the map. Blue's actually taking the town center closer to Red. This will be a nice fortified position for him. Red can't go under the town center. Oh, he sees the villagers over here. Oh, maybe he doesn't. They all managed to walk out. And they're safe inside the TC. Centaur goes down. Blue coming in with another expeditionary force. Gonna try to keep Red off of this gold mine. Red does not see this. His villagers are gonna slowly walk right into the spearmen. He's gonna lose a bunch of them. The Nubite is stuck inside of the gate. That's unfortunate. Spearmen retreating, but still underneath the villagers. Gonna take on the cavalry. Cavalry could focus them down, but this is cavalry against spearmen. The spearmen are gonna do a lot more damage for their value. The Nubite goes under the Toxotes. Gonna be able to take that out really quickly, but it's under attack by a hero. Atlanta takes it out. Blue still underneath red. He's gonna try to take as much of this food as possible, but he loses the fight and has to run his villagers out. Blue also taking out red's location down here. Or, yeah. Red coming in with his main force. Blue has a lot of idols over here, but he's taking over the resources all over the map. It's crazy. He's everywhere. Although Red's been winning the fights, he's got to hire his forces more concentrated. He loses his villagers over here. Big fight here. The ancestors come out. But they're going to go down rather quickly. It's more of a supplemental god power. You want to use it with like a raid or a big fight. You don't really want to summon them by themselves. They just get crushed by a small army like this. Blue trying to come in for another raid, but getting attacked. Blue now has 2 Migdals. Oh, a Migdal and a temple coming up. The Migdal will stop Red from gathering gold over here, most likely. Villagers directly attacking a Migdal. Not a good idea. They do 4 times damage against towers, but not buildings. Blue building camels now to counter the cavalry. He switched off the spearmen. Well, he's still getting his upgrades. Not really building any units at the moment. Red is still building Hippias. He wants it to be... He's Poseidon those, you know, so I get it. But they're not going to do well against camels and spearmen. And they're dying rather quickly to this double Migdal's town center. Blue securing the gold for himself. Well done. Red is losing units to this. You either take it all out at once, or you don't take it out till later. Take that with siege later. I don't think Red doing a good job sacrificing his forces, using resources, a lot of resources, to not even take out the Migdal. It's getting repaired. And he's losing units to counter units. So Cavalry's going to easily take out one of the hippiest. We got the Lions coming in, but they don't do a whole lot either. Not by themselves. But now with 5 camels. Gonna stop these hippies from raiding. But blue wants to fight, or red wants to fight. He's gonna send in the hippies against the camels. Not a very good choice. He does have more units though. Maybe he'll come out on top. Looks like the camels are going down. Camels not accomplished much. Chariot archers go down without micro. Both players gathering gold wherever they can. Blue is all over the map with his gold though, and red unfortunately isn't. Red has about... He's got this gold mine left. He's still got his main back at base, so he could always fall back. He's almost taken out this one. Blue is taking out this one close to him. Blue's much more spread out than red. And his economy is much larger. Holy cow, I didn't even notice. Red has not been producing villagers. He's down to 31. Blue's maxed out at 99. Blue getting red off gold with these chariot archers. But red's going to try and stop him. And another Migdal is going to start to come up. Hippie is coming to take out the snakes. He should be trying to take out the villagers here, building the Migdal. Spearman's going to be hard to take out. It's going to take out a couple Hippias. Another bad encounter. These hippies are going to go down. Red trying to fight him off with villagers. Oh, that's it. Blistered butthole victory. Blue was more spread out. He had the more resources. Look at this villager count, 100 to 35. Blue was maxed out. Blue was taking over everything. It was spread out. Red did a good job trying to defend, but both players made it to age 3. Red never using his bronze armor because he never, once he got to age 3, he couldn't build up a force. He only had 31 villagers, 35 villagers right here at the end. He had a third of the economy of blue. Crazy. Look at how much blue's floating. Blue could have built a massive force, even still. And red was down to nothing. Red didn't expand enough. That's how it goes. Blue getting all the highlights. Look at this military value. Red was ahead the entire game. Red was still ahead at the end. Even after massive losses, he took a little bit of losses, big loss, massive loss. This was the only time Blue was ahead of him in military. He pumped everything into it, but still managed to die at the end. Let's look at the civilian units. Oh my goodness. They were neck and neck up until the midpoint, and then Blue just massively outscaled. Red stopped producing. Look at this. Red got to right here about like 40 villagers and stopped producing. Was lost a little bit a couple times, but he was barely producing villagers. And then we lost a massive amount and just never really recovered. Blue was able to take the game from there. Having 3 times the villagers means much more resources coming in, meaning a bigger military. And red just couldn't keep up. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. Appreciate it. Like and subscribe. You can leave a comment, provide feedback. That'd be great. And above all else, just remember to have a good day. See you later.